This is going to be my first video recorded on the LG G6. I'm going to be using the manual video mode, which, I'm not a videographer, so I don't really know what a lot of this stuff means, so, take it out for what it is. I've had some time to play with it a little bit, so hopefully it looks somewhat decent. And I guess this is good practice for when I eventually get a camera, but I wanted to do a video on this new bag I just got yesterday. This is the LAPG, LA Police Gear, Atlas 12, the smallest in their, Atlas line. The Atlas line from LA Police Gear is pretty much like a budget version of the 511 Rush series of bags. This one, I believe, this one was $50, and then they go up from there, and I believe the 511 Rush 12 starts at, 90-ish bucks, maybe $99 around there on, Amazon. So yeah, it's around a little bit around half the price, depending on where you get the 511. So yeah. But normally I wouldn't be able to record a video of this bag on the Pixel or something because you can't see it. But with the LG, of course, you have the two cameras, so I can hit this button. And now we're way out here. Now, excuse that little bit up there in the corner where I couldn't cover. I don't have a table big enough for something like this, so I just took my backdrop and spread it across my bed, and now I'm doing this like this. I know it's amateur, but I don't have a table big enough for this. And up there in the corner is, that's just the end of the bed, so that's draping off. It's the LA Police Gear bag. This water bottle holder right here on the side, this is a Rothco water bottle holder. It doesn't come with this. I put it on here, and I just don't want to take it off because it's a pain in the ass. Because you gotta, it's MOLLE webbing, so you gotta weave it in and out. But yeah, so here's the outside of the bag. On the front of the bag, you do get the laser cut MOLLE webbing. We'll zoom back in. So you get the laser cut MOLLE webbing and some Velcro right here, and then up at the top you get more. On the top you get 5x3 and then one strip for a name badge or something, and then down here you get 4x1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 4x7, and then 3 rows of the Velcro right there. Now just for the zoom out part, because it gets a little darker, we'll turn that up a bit. Yeah, it says LA Police Gear right here on the bottom front, so it's really noticeable. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 pockets on this thing. We'll get to those individually later. On the side, each side, you do have one compression strap on each side. And then 3x1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3x9 rows on the side, nice and big. Like I said, compression strap. It adjusts pretty far. So if you have nothing in there, so if you want to stretch it all the way down. And each strap does have one of these little keepers. Zoom back in for that. Each strap does have these little keepers right there that you can slide up and down once you pull it tight. As I hit the tripod with the bag because the straps are hanging off. But yeah, it does have these little keepers that you can then, move up and down the strap. At the top, you do have your hose tubes for your water bladder. One on each side, just like the 511. And you get your... Actually, this makes a 6 pocket, so I lied. There's 6 pockets. And you get your felt-lined little sunglasses cell phone pocket up here. The other side is exactly the same as the right side. I just have the bottle holder on it. And here's your compression strap again. Here's the straps. It does make the U shape, so that sits around your neck. These buckles here are for an optional chest attachment thing that you can buy on the site. When you look at this bag, it's one of the recommended things, so that's what that is. You do have a chest strap, and it is adjustable. You can put it here, here, or here. Just you take this off, and then you just put it wherever you want. This one is heavily adjustable too. This one comes out really far if you have nobody's going to use it that much. And it does have one of those keepers on it too. Each strap does have a quick release buckle, which I'll just do so I can get them out of the way. Fling them up here. And there is a removable waist strap. Each waist strap does have an adjuster on it, so that's how you will adjust it. You pull from each end instead of just one end. And like I said, these are removable. On the bottom, there's 2 drainage holes and 4 tie-off points. There's also a drainage hole on the back for the water bladder compartment itself. And you do have these nice raised pads on the back, which I thought wouldn't really work that well, but they actually are raised up quite a bit more than I thought. And when this bag is on my back and I pull it as tight as possible, I can still fit like my whole arm back underneath these pads and slip it back like that. So that's really good. So yeah, and they do have these little sticky pads down here like the 511 does. There's pretty much 2 zipper pulls on each pocket except for like the one on the front. That's just, you know, the one that you pull like sideways, and the glasses pocket. Most of the main compartments have 2 zipper pulls. This is your back like water bladder pocket. And there is a little keeper for it. It's like up here at the top. You pull it through, and then there's your little tie down. It's pushed through by, you know, when you get it. And this is nice and big. So you can fit a really big bladder in here. I'm pretty sure you could probably fit the biggest. I have a 2.5 liter. What I'll do, maybe, I don't really feel like filling it up just to see if it'll fit in here full. It probably will. This is a big bag. I guarantee it probably will. Under this Velcro, there is a plastic sheet included just to help with rigidity, which I like. I like how that's included in there. And yeah, so this is your water bladder. You can also put your laptop or whatever back here. Now the zippers, these ones on the back here, they're smaller than the ones on the main compartment. This one on the back is really good. These are not YKK zippers. They're just normal. This one on the back is good, but the zippers on the front can get stuck sometimes, and I'll show you that when we get there. These are, not, like I said, not YKK zippers, and these are just like cheap cord. I was thinking of like just cutting these off and replacing them with paracord that'll like a little bit longer and maybe a different color, so they're easier to see. The strap also does have this like elastic part for the tube if you have the water bladder. There's the fleece line pocket again. The handle, here's the handle. It's one of these where it's like a strap and then it's two straps, one's folded over like that. Here's the other hose port on the other side, one on each side. The handle does feel good. Doesn't feel like it's weak or anything. You can really throw the bag around with that. So on the front, you do have just this one zipper pocket right here. It's kind of hard to show in there because it's just all black, but that's just all this is right here, just a pocket. No organization or anything, it just zips across. And then you have your other pocket down here. Like this is your small like front pocket. Like see, like I said with these zippers down here, these like thicker ones, around the corners. Let me just get this so it's out of the way. Around the corners, they can get stuck sometimes. But it's not that hard. They're not that terrible. Alright, so now, let me just make sure this is in focus. And then I'll just make it a little bit, you know, like brighter. Because I know this is, because it's a black bag, I know it's kind of hard to see. Whatever, that's good enough. You can see it. But yeah, at the top, zip this. This goes all the way down to the bottom. It's just the zipper pouch. And then right below that, you have another one that also goes right down to the bottom. I just got a speaker in there. And then you got this pocket right here. This is kind of just a little, I don't know, you could probably put like a multi-tool in there, like a small one. Swiss Army knife. I have like one of these spoons. 2 pen pockets, one here and one here. And then you have these 2 slip pockets on the front right here, 1 and 2. The main, just, you know, throw it at the bottom of the pocket. And then on the lid, you have a pocket right here that I have a charger cable in there. So nice. Oh yeah, and 2, by the way, if I can find it, kind of fill in there. You do get 2 of these little key keepers. 1 on each side. So you get 2 of these. If you need to use those, they're not like a clip or anything, they're just a loop, so you're going to have to put a clip on whatever it is you're trying to hang there. And one thing about this bag that I like, when we zoom out to look at the main compartment, is that it does open like all the way pretty much to the bottom, enough to where you can lay it flat and then just kind of fold the lid over like that. Now, pretty much the inside pocket is pretty much identical to the 511 bag, if you've ever seen that. I have some new LA Police Gear pants I got in there. Here's that mesh pocket from before. Inside, right here, it has one of these slip pouches that you can tie down if you have to keep smaller things from, you know, like flying around. The top back, the part that is not covered by the mesh pocket here, is kind of like a softer material. So it does have some more like fleece inside, but down here, as you can see, this part is not. But it is also on the bottom. So if you have like, so you can put it on the bottom, and then, you know, puts it on in here, and then puts it on over it. And then on the lid, identical to the 511, you have these two mesh pockets right here. So you pull this one, and then you got this one down here. The bottom one is a little bigger than the top one. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This is the, like I said, this is the smallest of the three. The bigger ones have like side pockets and extra pockets on the front. And the biggest one, I think, also has like one of those little clips. Like it folds down, like it has those kangaroo style pouches for like a helmet or something. So they're pretty much, when it comes to the setup, identical to the 511. Negatives, like I'd say, just in the first impressions thing like this, you know, the zippers, like these ones can get annoying when they get caught on the corners. But one thing I like about this over the 511 is that it does have the laser cut MOLLE. It's, you know, half the price. I believe it does have more MOLLE, or more Velcro. I think the 511 patch of Velcro is a little smaller on the front compared to the this one here. As you can see me. Well, this really is a wide angle lens. You can even see me like standing here on the side. You can see my mic here. I didn't actually know it was that wide of an angle. I got to stand like behind it more. You can see me this whole time. One thing I kind of wish they did to improve it over the 511, I wish they added maybe a second, you know, strap down here to tighten it. Maybe have that one be removable, so if it's in the way of your MOLLE equipment, you can just take it off. But they don't have that. It's pretty much identical to the 511 bag, but in my opinion, it does feel a little bit more modern with the MOLLE webbing cut, and I like the look of the bag. The LA Police Gear logo makes it look nice, and because it has these flat webbings, it is a really flat, clean look to it. It's not like, you know, like this, which has the old style where you can like see them raised up above the the bag, and you can see it. But yeah, the loops do hold on tight. Grab it by the pouch, and it hangs off it. So this is just the first impressions video and kind of just an overview of this 511, or not the 511, my bad, of the LA Police Gear Atlas 12, which is the smallest of their 3 Atlas series. I believe they also have some Atlas pairs of pants, like in this line, and they also have that chest rig I was talking about. So yeah, I definitely like this bag so far, just, you know, for owning it after a day. It's comfortable to wear. The waist belt isn't one of these like ultra wide waist belts where you can like tie it around your hip, but it does definitely, like, if you tie it tight enough, it does like kind of take the load off a bit, especially if you don't have that much in here. One thing I don't like about this is the buckles are just like straight onto the bag, like where like you hook it through. There should be maybe a little bit of a thing here to kind of curve around your waist like this. It is kind of uncomfortable because the buckle is just directly into your side. There's no like a little padding here to like make it curve around your body. But other than that, I have no problem with this bag so far. Everything seems really well constructed. There's not a lot of loose stitching or anything like that I could find. Like normally, like up here, like on these budget 511s up here in this part, like where the hose loops are cut, you know, you get a lot of loose stitching up there, but this one's actually really well built. And for half the price, I gotta say, I'm liking it so far. The only other bags I really own is like a, that Fieldline tactical bag from Walmart. It's like a copy of the Maxpedition Sitka. And, one of those like clones of the Maxpedition Falcon 2. And I like those bags too. I mean, that Maxpedition 2 clone I have is also a $50 bag, and for $50 I definitely like this one a little bit more. It does feel better built. The other one, I guess because it's just I don't know, it's not as stiff around the zippers. The zippers do work better, but this one just feels like it's better construction, especially with the more modern materials like the laser cut webbing and things like that. So yeah, the LA Police Gear Atlas 12. Get it on LA Police Gear for like $50. I'll keep using this, and maybe after a while of using it, I'll do like an actual review of it. This is just some like quick first impressions style video of it, and it's mostly, to be honest, a chance of testing out the video on my LG G6, all the video modes and how I can make it look good. And I just wanted to see how that wide angle lens performs, because this is a big thing. And see, like it is now, you don't get the whole bag in frame, but if I hit that zoom out, then you do. And of course you get like everything else too, because it zooms out like all the way back there, and I can't angle it down anymore because then you're pointing straight at the floor. But yeah, I need to get something that like will make it go like an overhead view or something like that. But for now, this is alright, and the bag is good too. I definitely like how it has enough room for my patches. That's something I like. I hate when bags have like no patch room. Lots of, organization on the inside. And it's also not that big. I believe, I don't remember off the top of my head, but I believe this 12 is bigger slightly than the 511 12. That might only be for the 24 and the 72, but I know the 24 and the 72 are bigger than the 511 counterparts. So I'm sure this one probably is too. So, if you don't like the 12 because it's a little small, this 12, the Atlas, is actually slightly bigger than the 511. So that's actually nice. I mean, this really has all the features you can want from a tactical backpack. And it's, $50 instead of $100. And, it's really well made. I don't see like this is going to fall apart. I mean, the zippers kind of aggravate me a little bit. I still have to cut these off and replace them, but I definitely think it works just fine, especially for the price. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and have a good one. This is going to be my first video recorded on the LG G6. I'm going to be using the manual video mode, which, I'm not a videographer, so I don't really know what a lot of this stuff means. So, take it out for what it is. I've had some time to play with it a little bit, so hopefully it looks somewhat decent. And I guess this is good practice for when I eventually get a camera, but I wanted to do a video on this new bag I just got yesterday. This is the LAPG, LA Police Gear, Atlas 12, the smallest in their, Atlas line. The Atlas line from LA Police Gear is pretty much like a budget version of the 511 Rush series of bags. This one, I believe, this one was $50, and then they go up from there, and I believe the 511 Rush 12 starts at like 90-ish bucks, maybe $99 around there on like Amazon. So yeah, it's around a little bit around half the price, depending on where you get the 511. So yeah. But normally I wouldn't be able to record a video of this bag on like the Pixel or something because you can't see it, but with the LG, of course, you have the two cameras, so I can hit this button. And now we're way out here. Now, excuse that little bit up there in the corner where I couldn't cover. I don't have a table big enough for something like this, so I just took my backdrop and spread it across my bed, and now I'm doing this like this. I know it's amateur, but I don't have a table big enough for this. And up there in the corner is, that's just the end of the bed, so that's draping off. It's the LA Police Gear bag.